connecting from. You're in Kaduna presently. I want to say congratulations to you for listening to me now. And I want to tell you that for listening to me and looking at me, great things is about to happen to you. You must first believe, because belief changes things. I think I've spoken with you guys in Kaduna consecutively now, and it's as if I'm doing meeting with you there in Kaduna. I am part of you there in Kaduna because I know you guys are going through a lot, insecurity challenges and the likes. But I want to tell you that my heart is with you. My heart is with you there in Kaduna. And irrespective of the security challenges there, you guys are strong. You are strong to weather the storm. You are strong to weather whatever happens. You are strong to be the best, irrespective of the security situation. It is no doubt, if we're to say that if things continue to go the way it's going, the security situation might be affecting your result one way or the other. But in the world of business, in new life, it is not an excuse that something affects your result. It is not an excuse. So as a team, what do we need to do? We need to come up with strategies of what you need to do, that irrespective of the security situation you are having in Kaduna, your business will continue to grow. Your business will continue to grow. Your business will continue to get strong. Your business will continue to get better. Mr. Abotide, please do me a favor. Put the link of this meeting on all the groups you are in, and call everybody to join us, irrespective of where they are connecting from. Whether they're in Kaduna, they're in Lagos, they're in Gombe, they're anywhere, they're in Zaria, call them to join us. So let me share it on the group that they should join us. I'm having a live meeting with Kaduna people, and I want them to be part of it. I want them to be part of it. So I want every one of you to be part of this meeting. I want every one of you to be part of this meeting. Are you getting it? So, like I was saying, so it's not going to be an excuse that it is because there's security situation where you are, that's the reason why you're not growing the way you should grow. It's not going to be an excuse to say that because there's security situation where you are, that is why your result is below your level or your result is below your standard. Remember, you can do better. And everybody must acknowledge that you can do better. Everybody has acknowledged that you can do better. You need to take a clue from the Bible for those of you who are Christians. Mute. The Bible says there was famine in the land. But Isaac sold, and in that same year, he reaped in 100-fold. I want a situation whereby, despite the situation in Kaduna, new president team members will begin to emerge from your hand. If you believe, say, I believe. I want a situation whereby, irrespective of what you guys are going through in Kaduna, many of you will begin to become 3 Ruby directors. If you believe it can happen, say it can happen, say I believe. I'm not getting the response from you people. I hope you guys are hearing me. I'm not getting response. Empire World. I want to be sure you guys are hearing me.
I hear you, sir.
All right. I want a situation whereby, irrespective of the security challenges in Kaduna and everywhere around Nigeria, many of you will start becoming brand new 2 Ruby directors. Brand new 1 Ruby directors. Brand new Sapphire directors. I want great things to start emerging from you guys in Kaduna. I want New Life to start celebrating you, and New Life to start asking you, how are you people doing it? That is what I want you guys to become. I want people to start looking at you people and people will start imagining that these guys are wonderful people. These guys are fantastic people. And people will be amazed How are you guys able to do it? I want people to be amazed on how you guys are able to do it. Because simply put, you guys have all it takes. You have all it takes. You're good, you're strong, you're energetic, you're charismatic. You guys are fantastic. I've been to Kaduna before, so I've seen you people. You guys are full of enthusiasm. You're good to go. Now, you need to put all that you have, put it to greater result at this junction. So it means there must be a strategy. There must be a strategy. Somebody say strategy. It means there must be a strategy that would defeat security situation. It means there must be a strategy whereby you can be in your house and you'll be commanding points. It means there must be a strategy whereby it doesn't matter where you are, your point go the enter. It means there must be a strategy whereby you are not tied to go and do presentation, sell product before you grow. Because when there are security situations, you may not even be able to sell product the way you want to sell it. So we want to talk about a strategy that even if you are inside your house, your points still go to complete. You are inside your office, your points still go to complete. We also want to work out a strategy that will solve all your money problems. A strategy that will make you become an investor even when you are building business. We want to work on a strategy whereby a new person joining your team today can start making money, hundreds of thousands from this month that they join. We want to talk about strategy whereby the newest person in your team can start smiling to bank. We want to talk about strategy whereby you don't have to become president team member in your life before you can earn $1 million. Yes. Yes. And that is why. Are you guys ready? You must be ready. You don't understand? To be prepared for any situation that can happen. With everything things are going now in Kaduna, what happens? What if tomorrow El-Rufai declares curfew? What if it declared curfew tomorrow? How prepared are you? Will you say because El-Rufai declared curfew? Remember 2020 when there was coronavirus and so many businesses were affected. So with the situations in Kaduna presently, what if El-Rufai declares curfew tomorrow? What is going to happen? And that is why we are here to talk. So are you ready for me? Are you sure you are ready for me? If you are ready for me, let me see your hands up. If you are ready for me, let me see your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Firstly, I need somebody to do a head count of everybody in the meeting with me. I want you to count everybody in this meeting and type on the chat box. I want to know the number of people I'm talking to. I want to know the number of people I'm talking to. Give me the results. Give me the result on chat box very quickly. How many people am I talking to? How many people are in the office now that I'm talking to? When I know the number of people I'm talking to, then I'm going to know the number of brand new Sapphire directors that will come out. I'm going to know the number of One Ruby directors that will come out. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Abatide. Now, a business where 160 people are seated in training despite security challenges is a very strong business. It means you guys are strong. And I know for sure that a lot of team members who are weak are not in training. So it means you have, if you can have this number, I know that definitely you have ×2 of this number who are not in training. So what does it mean? It means, let's even assume the people who are not in training today are not serious. I want everybody, all these 160 people who are in training today, to make nothing less than 500,000 naira this month. You understand what I'm saying at all? I want every one of you in this meeting, in as much you can defy security situation, and you are in the office now. I want a situation whereby virtually everybody in this meeting, you can hand over 500,000 this month. You know, in technology, that's what they call upgrade of a system. System upgrade. There was a time when internet just came out, and internet was 1G, very slow. And later there was a time it was 2G, still very slow. There was a time it was 3G, it was still very slow. Later it came to a time it was 4G. So while we're on 4G, some folks are already using 5G. Some countries are already using 5G. What makes the difference in this advancement is the speed. Somebody type on the chat box, speed, speed, speed. If you want to go far in life, you must understand speed. If you want to go far in this business, you must understand speed. That is, speed is the ability to get to a place as quick as possible than other people will. Speed is the ability, the capacity to get to a place faster than other people will. Speed. Now, when you understand speed, Elvis Ayuba, please mute yourself. When you understand speed, the next thing you need to understand is direction. Guys, I'm not here tonight to motivate you. I want to pour out strategy for you. And if you can buy this strategy, I want to pour out for you. Voila, you can become a 4 ruby in 6 months. And I'm going to give you working calculation on how this strategy will work. So what does it mean? It means this strategy I want to open up for you, it is a system upgrade. Meaning that if I've had this strategy, you know, when I came into business, I'm still going to tell you my story. I became a director in my 2nd month. I became a sapphire in 6 months. I became a 1 ruby in about 1 year, 2 months. I became a 4 ruby in 2 years and 6 months. I became a 1 diamond in 3 years and 6 months. Yes, that result is fast, very fast, amazing, yes. But do you know that the strategy I want to give to you now can be faster than mine? So, system upgrade gives you speed. But you that you want to run in speed, you must not be weighty. You must be light, you must be flexible, and you must be ready to fly. If you are not flexible, you are not ready to fly, then speed will be difficult. So what I need you to tell me and confirm to me today is that you are ready to fly. If you know you are ready to fly, let me see your hands up. You are ready to fly. Let me see your hands up. You know you are ready. You are ready to fly. Let me see your hands up. Wow, that's amazing. All right, let's fly. Let's fly. We are on Operation Become 4 Ruby. That's the operation we are on. And anybody who is not ready to become 4 ruby within 1 year, then it means the person is not ready to carry speed. Operation Become President Team Member within 1 year. That's the operation we are on. But let me tell you how I built my business. Which some of you are already building your business that way. And let me tell you why you need this system upgrade. Why you need this system whereby, irrespective of the security situation in Kaduna, you can still succeed. Let me tell you why, even if they declare curfew today, you can still be in your office and you still succeed without going out. What do I mean? When I came into this business, it became important for me to get registered in New Life. That's all it all get started. I got registered into New Life. with 8,500 naira. I did not have the money, but I believe in the system and I believe I will succeed with the system. So what happens? I went to borrow the money. I borrowed the money, 8,500, and I got registered. Now that gave me my registration with New Life. At the moment I collected my registration pack from New Life, my leader opened up the registration for me. They did kit opening for me. And when they did kit opening for me, I understood the system. Then I told myself, oh yeah, let us go. Now it became very important for me to now have my product order, for me to invest in the products. Now, you can have your kit back. If you don't have your product order, you don't have value. Every business, you must have product order. But there's something that the system requires me to buy. At the moment I bought it, I have PV, so I bought 500 points. 500 points then was 59,010 naira. That is 2 cases of training 10 years ago was 59,010 naira. Now, I know to so many of you now, you say it was so cheap. But it's not about being cheap, it's about the value. And it's about the person carrying the value. It was so cheap then, some people walk away. So one of the reasons why you need system upgrade is because the economy is getting crazy. And you need a system that can make you very strong in such a way that inflation will not affect you. If you agree with me, give me a thumb up. If you agree with me, give me a thumb up. The way Nigeria is going now, or more, you need a backup plan. You need a Sakamaji in business. Things are not direct anymore. Things are not normal again. And so far, things are not normal. Even you need an abnormal plan. Somebody say abnormal plan. Somebody type it on the chat box and say abnormal plan. You need an abnormal plan to get abnormal results. And it is when you have abnormal results, you can make abnormal money. A diesel, a liter of diesel now is 1,000 naira. In this country, small businesses are complaining. I was talking to a friend yesterday who had a guest house in Ibadan, and he was telling me that he used 200,000 naira to buy diesel that they use every three days. So most businesses, most self-employed businesses now, they are collapsing, they are crumbling because inflation is on the rise. But you know, one thing about us in network marketing, in New Life, is that we have the flexibility to adjust. And that is why, if you are going to be part of this system upgrade, don't be rigid. Don't be what? Don't be rigid. You must be flexible. You must be adjustable. Whether you are in Kaduna, whether you are in Lagos, whether you are in Zaria, whether you are in Gobe, whether you are in Jebu, whether you are in Abeokuta, whether you are in Ibadan, whether you are in Mina, it doesn't matter where you are presently. You must be flexible. Flexibility does not mean you change what you are doing before, but flexibility means, please, if you are joining this meeting, you need to mute yourself. As you are connected to meeting, mute yourself. I deliberately not log it off because I know we are matured and you might need to communicate back to me. But as you are connecting to the meeting, mute yourself. We have very serious matter to discuss. Very serious matter. This is a matter of life and death. This is a matter of survivor. This is a matter of your life and for Ruby. This is a matter of your life and president team. So it is more serious than joking. We are not joking here. It's not a time for motivation. It's a time for strategic thinking and strategic plan. So one of the reasons why you need a system upgrade is because of the inflation. You need to position yourself to survive inflation. You need to position yourself to survive inflation. Sorry, Mr. Abbott, I cannot make co-host on this device I'm using. Now, what does it mean? It means that we have flexibility in our hand. We can adjust our system. But when you are adopting a new system, that does not mean you forget your old system. No. Adopting a new system means you are upgrading. You are adding something to what you had before. And when you add something to what you had before, you can be better than somebody who had the old method. Are you with me now? So after I bought the product, what was the next thing I did? I was a senior manager. The next thing I did was that I needed to sell my products. So at this junction, that is where my persona comes in, my personality. Who am I? What do I carry? What is my skills? How relatable am I? How can I relate with people? How can I talk to people? And the people I'm talking to, what is the situation saying about them? What's the economy telling? So I needed to sell my product then. I could remember those days, we sell 1 cup of TNN at 6,000 naira. Now 1 cup of TNN is 15,000 naira. So you can see the difference. Now, I'm a very zealous person. If you know me very well, I know they sleep, I know they tire, very zealous. And I'm highly excited, I'm highly motivating, I'm highly inspirational. Once I believe in something, I see the end from the beginning. You don't understand? What I buy is belief. Once I believe in something, I do it with the whole of my heart. So the moment I came into the organization and I had to believe in it, what did I do? I went straight in. I went straight in. I went straight in. I'm going to do something very quickly. I'm going to stop participants to unmute themselves. So, Mr. Abbott, I think I will give you only the permission to unmute yourself, so other people don't keep disturbing us. It is too serious than anybody disturbing us. So, Mr. Abbott, you have the permission to unmute yourself so we can be getting feedback from you. So click on your system. Your system is prompting unmute now. Click on your system to unmute, Mr. Abbott. Thank you. Now, at this junction, I needed to sell my product. It became very important for me to get going out there and get the product into the hands of people. I studied microbiology in school. And truth be told, I have masters in food and industrial microbiology. In fact, everything about Neolife, everything about nutrition, everything about the product is relatable to what I studied in school. Or more, I love it. It was easy for me to tell you. In fact, as you are now, I can do a presentation for you. You will buy product. I'll tell you 1,001 reasons why you need to buy product. In fact, and I will explain it to you, you will understand, because this is what I live my life to study in school. So Neolife just gave me the opportunity to practice what I studied in school and make a lot of money. So selling product was not my headache. It's not difficult for me. Now, along the line, I began to recruit people to join my team. Many of those people joining my team, some have the skills that is relatable and they are able to get things going. Some does not have the skill, they are ready to learn. But there are some people, they don't have the skill, they are not ready to learn. Some do not have the skill, and no matter how you teach them, they don't learn it. So what does it mean? It means where I found a rising ground, where the lines were falling to me in pleasant places, there are some people who found difficulty. So what does it mean? It means that factor called selling became something that has to be worked on so that everybody can be able to meet up. Some of you listening to me, you know you are struggling with sales. You know one of the problems you have presently now is selling. You know for sure that buying is not your problem. You can buy. You can even get people to buy. But selling is where you are having difficulty in. Now, if you are having difficulty in selling, when you have the opportunity to move up and down, then what will not happen if El-Rufai declare a curfew today? What will you do? Not just that, When it comes to selling, I began to build my business. I began to have a lot of people join the team. I began to have a lot of leaders. That is when somebody like Mr. Abbott joined the team. And he came into business with so much zeal and enthusiasm. And he did not see difficulty. He had to learn how to make things happen and became a guru in what he's doing. Can you give him a round of applause? Can you give him a round of applause? So, and as a result of that, he came into business and he succeeded. He excelled. But every one of you agree with me that Mr. Abbott na your baba. For many of you, you agree with me that the zeal in Mr. Abbott, you don't get them. Some of you don't get them. But you can develop it. You can grow it. You can master it. You can become a better version of it. So along the line, within my 10 years in New Life, I've been able to train people who became good at what they do. And I've been able to train people who are dependent. They are depending on people to do it for them. And for the last 6 years of my being in this business, I've been working on strategies that can help other people, to be able to succeed in this business, even without knowing how to sell. PV is gotten at buying, PV is not gotten at selling. And that's why at this junction, for every one of us to succeed very quickly, we have come up with a strategy. And that strategy is called a diamond investment plan. Now, do you know what this plan will do for you? This plan will take care of the aspect of selling. This plan will help your team members to make their money back, the money they used to buy products. They will be able to make it back within 3 months, even if they don't know how to sell. Then this plan will give you a template of growth that will move you from qualified senior manager to director in 2nd month. It will move you to Sapphire in 3 months. It will move you to 2 Ruby in 4 months. But the most important thing about this plan is that it is tied around everybody. We want to create a system which we have created already. And Lord, let me tell you something. My people in Lagos are buying into this idea. They are ready for it. Everybody is ready for the abnormal plan, for the abnormal results. So the plan is so simple. It is as simple as we want nobody to lose money in our team again. Whether you know how to sell product or you don't know how to sell product. When you join business, you bring anybody to join business, the person should make his money back. Now, how do the person make his money back? Are you ready? If you are ready for this, say I'm ready. Just type it and say I'm ready. I want to see. Type it and say I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. How can you make your money back within 3 months without even having to sell? That does not mean you stop connecting with your customers. Continue to connect with them. But we want to create a system whereby even if your skills, your selling rate is low, your business will still be growing. And this is what the plan is all about. We have 2 plans into it. We have what we call the senior manager plan, and we have what we call the qualified senior manager plan. I'm going to explain the 2, so pay attention. Now, for any of this plan, you have to subscribe on it and go into it. How do you subscribe on it? Any team member that comes in who has done induction, who has paid his registration, he pays his registration as member of New Life, pays his registration and enters as member of the system, Didi Sulola system, everywhere, Didi Africa. Now, what the team member needs to do is to select an investment plan he likes to work with. Now, by selecting the investment plan you have to work with, then it means we show the person how to make his money. Now, the first thing we'll do is this. When you come into the system, you are registered under DD Africa. That's DD Sulola Network. Now, what DD Africa will show you is how to build a team of people. You train together, you fit together, you read together, you learn together, you hit together, a team of people that you do everything together. Now, you are required to build a team of 10 people, and your 10 people can build a team of 10 people. Everybody pay attention. I'm explaining to you where it starts from so that you can know how to lay your foundation. And that is why I said, be open-minded now. Pay attention. Don't be distracted so that you don't get confused. You need people in your team. And the more you can get people into your team, the better for you. So the first thing that DD Cellular Network will do for you, I want to see if I can share my screen and do some note writing for you. If I can do some note writing for you, it will help you. So let me work on sharing. I want to work on sharing. Tonight is actually very powerful, and everybody, it is fire for fire. This month of April, it's fire for fire. Your life must change. Your business must change. You must make more money. That's what the system is all about. You must make more money. You don't understand. Everybody that comes to the business through you must be happy that they joined the business through you. That's the next thing. In progress. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure everybody can hear me. I'm sure you can all hear me. I'm trying to power my phone to be able to share my screen with you. So once it comes up, I'll share it. So, but you can get your paper, get your biro now and paper and be writing what I'm explaining. The first thing is when you come into the system, you get registered under the DD Cellular platform with 15.6. Your team leader will be explaining the breakdown of the 15.6 for you. Now, the moment you register, the essence of DD Cellular system is to create a platform for you where you can be earning little money to run your business and to buy your product like a system reward. And the essence of this system is once you come into business and you have a team of 10 people, for each person you have in your team, the system will give you a compensation of 2.5. For each person you have in your team, the system will give you a compensation of 2.5. Now, for each person your downline have in his team, that is your second generation, the system will give you a compensation of 1.5. And for the third generation of people, that is the downline of your downline's downline, that's third generation, the system will give you a compensation of 1,000. Now, what does it mean? It means if you can go out there now and get everybody you know to join your team, for getting them to join your team alone, the system will reward you in your wallet. For each person, that amount of money. So it means if you have 10 people, the system will give you 25,000. Now, by the time your 10 people now have 10 people under them, that is 100 people. Then the system will give you 1.5 multiplied by 100 people. What do you have? You have 150,000. Then by the time your 100 people now have 10 people under them, what do you have? It means you have a system of 1,000 people multiplied by 1,000 naira. What do you have? It means you have 1 million naira. Now, that is a reward for membership. What does it mean? It means you can use this money to buy product. By the time you have the system, you can be using it to reinvest into your business. You can be using it to run around. You can be using it to do a lot of things. But if you look at it, that money is not immediate. That money will only be beautiful when you have the sequence. Now, if you are building a business and you want to earn immediate money, then you have to be an investor. Who is an investor? An investor is somebody who brings money into a system and is able to get high return of his investment. That's where you need speed. So money can grant you quick speed. But the problem is, if there is no system in place and you bring money, you can be struggling even with your money because the money will give you products. That is what makes our business legal. And you have to develop the skills, the sales skills, and every other skills to sell the product to recoup the money. Now, in your life, if you can buy products, you can have PV. And what PV will do for you is that it will change your life. PV is poverty vanished. PV is passport and visa. PV, point value. PV is all that you need to change your life. And as you know in your induction, if you have a PV of 100 PV and above, you are a distributor. The moment you have a PV of 250 personal, you are a manager. The moment you have a PV of 500 personal, you are a senior manager. The moment you have PV of 1,000, you are qualified. The moment you have a PV of 2,000 points, you are an executive manager. 4,000 PV will make you a director. Life begins from director. But you could see there are a lot of journey before you become director. We want to fast track that journey. You don't have to be a manager, senior manager, qualified senior manager, and be spending 6 months before you become director. We want you to become director in 2 months. When you are a director, how much will Neolife pay you? Neolife will pay you nothing less than 150,000 naira. 150,000 naira monthly bonus. Neolife will give you that money. But imagine, you have to buy products and you have to know how to sell your products. So what happens if you don't have a conducive environment to sell your products? You can be jacking. That's why we now need a system upgrade to support what you are doing. So the system upgrade allows you to now buy products, have the PV, and without having to sell, then you get the money back. Now, by the time you become a Sapphire director in your life, you have 10,000 points. By the time you're having 20,000 points in your life, you're a 1 Ruby director. A Sapphire director gets an incentive of $500, and you don't earn anything less than 250 to 300,000 naira. A 1 Ruby director does not earn anything less than 350,000 to 400,000 naira or 450. Now, by the time you have 30,000 points, you're a 2 Ruby director. You begin to earn over 500,000 naira every month, and you get $2,000 incentives. By the time you're a 3 Ruby director, you're a millionaire. You begin to earn nothing less than 800 to 1 million naira every month, and you get $3,000 incentives. And by the time you're a 4 Ruby director, Chacha president team member, 4 Ruby director, you earn nothing less than 1.5 million naira every month, and you get an incentive of $5,000. How many of you love to be a president team member? Let me see the hands up. You want to be a president team member. This year, nothing must shake it. Your president team must show. Let me see your hands up. Raise it, raise it. You must be a president team this year. You must be a president team this year. Now, what do you now need to do? It means you need to find a way to fast track your life. Otherwise, you'll just be slow and sluggish. You have to find a way to fast track your life. That is where speed comes in. That is where speed and direction comes in. So how do you now fast track it? That is where the diamond investment plan now comes in. Now the diamond investment plan now see to it that out of the 10 people you've had in your team, go and look at those that their head is correct out of them. And that is why when you are recruiting people to join your team now, do not recruit anyhow people. Look for quality people, matured quality people. Not just anyhow person. This is not a time for children. Fine, we want everybody to succeed. But success is for adults. So somebody can be young, but you have to think like an adult. When you see people that think like an adult, real adults, because somebody can be old and it may still be a child. Children are those who cannot provide for themselves because a child is not resourceful. But adult is a person who can find provision for himself. So a true definition of adult is that person who can find provision for himself. Anybody who cannot find provision for himself is not an adult. It doesn't matter your age. So even if you are 45 years old, you are 55 years old, you have problem and all you are saying is I don't have. There is no way I can see it. There is no way I can get it. Nobody will help me. It means you are not an adult. Business success is for people who are matured. And that's why you have to be matured and disciplined. That's how you can achieve success. So what does the system require? The system requires that the same way you buy products, then buy the same products now and make your money back, even if you don't know how to sell it. How? It will cost you about 185,000 to be a senior manager. It will cost you about 370,000 to be a qualified senior manager. Simple, no lily. Go and look for the money. Now, what does it mean? Invest into your business. Then you get the money back. How do you get the money back? There's an agreement, a paper agreement that you're going to sign between the organization and you. And the agreement is very simple. For every new person that is coming to your team now, for those of you who are in the business already, you know how to sell. So when you buy product, you can sell it. But for every new person coming in, we don't want to stress them. So when they buy product, what happens? Your team leader, your team will take charge of the product. So the team will handle the product for them. They should not bother. But within 3 months, we want them to get double of their money, the money they used to invest. We want them to get it back. Within 3 months, we want them to get double of the money they used to reinvest. We want them to get it back. So it means if somebody invests 185,000, within 3 months, we want him to get 370,000 back, aside his new life business. If somebody invests 370,000, within 3 months, we want him to get 740,000 back without new life payments. So 2 things we are offering. We want the person to get double of his investment back, and at the same time, in 3 months, he should have a business that will be equivalent to Sapphire Director business that can pay him nothing less than 300,000 naira monthly. So how do you achieve this? This is very simple. Out of the 10 people you have who have joined your team, who you have prospected, then what do? Look and work on their mentality and understanding. Look at valuable people, quality people among them who do not need to struggle to be looking for 10 people. Now, these valuable people, what do they need to do? Let them also become an investor. Now, if they become an investor, let's say for instance, so I'm sorry, I could not share my screen. Now, let's say for instance, you recruit Mr. A. Please, Mr. Abbott, you can be reanalyzing this thing on the board for them to understand as I'm explaining it. Now, let's say, for instance, you recruit Mr. A, and Mr. A invests 370,000. The system acknowledges Mr. A as an investor. Then Mr. A signed an agreement with the team that the team will take charge of the products. That is, the team will take charge of selling. He does not need to have a headache, but he should go and take charge of he having a team of other investors to join him. By provision, he can recruit as many people as possible, but at least he should have 3 people in his team within 60 days that will also do investment package that he does. What does it mean? The same thing that happens to him will also happen to those people. It means those people too, they don't need to have the headache of selling. The team will take charge of it. So by correspondence, it means Mr. A has 3 people now who have invested the same package that Mr. A invested. So let's take, for instance, Mr. A invested 1,000 pounds. That's 370. The moment Mr. A's person, that is Mr. A1, just his own 370, what happens? The system will divide the money into 2. Now, the system will reward Mr. A 100,000 naira for recruiting an investor. So it means if you are Mr. A, for everybody you recruit now, who can do 370,000 in the investment plan, you will get 100,000 naira reward. I had a team member who did it yesterday. And 100,000 naira is already counting in our name. So, you know, many of you, you've been in business, you have labored, you've worked with people. Before now, before this system came now that I'm explaining, when your downline buy products, what you inherit is work. Because you'll be the one to take the downline out to presentation. You'll be the one to sell the product for the downline. Show the downline how to sell the product. Now, the system wants to reward you for your efforts. So instead of you inheriting hard work, product selling. And some of these downline self, they will behave anyhow to you. Some of these downline, no matter the effort you put on them, they will treat you as a bad person. Now, you want to recruit people and get rewarded for recruiting people. Now, the moment you have that, it means if you have one person, you get 100,000. By the time you have 3 people who does the same package, 370, 370, 370, what happens? How much will you have? You will have 300,000. So imagine, Mr. A invested 370. And by having a team of 3 people, what happens? It means you already get 300,000 naira back. And don't forget, the product we bought for him, we give it to people that will sell it. Now, the people that will sell it, what happens? They give us the return and the feedback. Now, the selling depends. It can be slow, it can be fast. If it is fast, what happens? They return the money on time, but the people that sell it will make profit on it. So what happens? They return the capital, and what do we do to the capital? We return it back to his money. Now, the agreement is this. He needs to get double of his money back. So whichever way he gets double of the money, the moment his money is doubled, his investment package will shut down. Are you with me, everybody? If you are with me, everybody say I hear. If you are with me, say I'm hearing. Say I'm hearing. I want to be sure you guys are following. Say I'm hearing. Just type it. I'm hearing. I'm hearing. I'm hearing. I'm hearing. I'm hearing. There should be a response. You know, it's a call to action. Let me know that you are hearing me. Now, at this juncture, what happened? It means Mr. A will be excited for getting his money back. But what happens if Mr. A does not recruit his 3 people? The agreement is signing states clearly that if he doesn't get his 3 people, I'm going to read a sample of the agreement for you. By the time I'm done, you'll see it yourself. If you don't recruit your 3 people in 60 days, 2 months. So if anybody does not recruit 3 people in 2 months, it means the only thing we'll just do, the team will just return the person's product to him so that he can go and sell his product and get his money back. Why are we doing this? We are doing this because the product is the most difficult part of the business, and we want to help him solve the most difficult part of the business so that he can concentrate on the most valuable part of the business, which is people. Are you with me at all? Now, at this junction, the moment he's able to do this, he gets 300,000 naira back. But we also want the people he have under his team to get their money back. So the same system goes for them. So what happens to the people under him? It means the people under him to also build their own team of 3 investors. And each of them will also get 100,000 for each investors like that. So 100,000 multiplied by 3. It means the 3 people under him will also get 300,000 back. But there's something happening. As they are getting the people into their team and they are getting their investment money back, they are indirectly building their new life business. So what does it mean? It means when you have Mr. A, you have Mr. B, and you have Mr. C. Then Mr. A has Mr. A1, he has Mr. A2, he has Mr. A3. Mr. B has Mr. B1, Mr. B2, and Mr. B3. Then Mr. C has Mr. C1, Mr. C2, and Mr. C3. So what happens? It means that business has 9 people under. So it means the first generation is the generation of 3 people. The question is, can you recruit more than 3? Yes. But for each person you recruit directly, you'll be getting 100,000 naira reward for recruiting them. Now, the moment your 3 people now have their 3 people, the system will pay your people their own 100,000. But you, the system will reward you 20,000 naira for having your second generation. Now, 20,000 multiplied by 9, we give 180,000. 180,000 plus 300, that's 480. So what does it mean? It means let's even assume where the product is taken to sell. They are not able to sell it on time. It means with that package, the person already has 480,000 naira back. On the 3rd step, that's the 3rd level of people. It means the 9 people, we have their own 3 people. What happens? It means that we have 27 people. Now, the system will reward the initial people that have their own money so that they get their money back. But you, the upper line, the system will give you another 20,000 naira on your 3rd generation of people. on your third generation of people, which is 27 people. So 20,000 naira multiplied by 27 people, what do you have? You have nothing less. Mr. Abbott, if you can share your screen, I will have loved if you are sharing and you are writing it out for them to understand. You don't understand? Maybe I should give you the permission to share your screen if you can. Maybe I should give you the permission to share your screen if you can. If you can, it will be lovely if you can do so. So in the real sense, what happens? It means I need to claim the host back here. So it means on the third level, what happens? What happens is that, so Mr. Abbott, you can share your screen. Since I cannot share my own screen from here, if you can share your screen, it will be lovely. And you can use your pen to draw it as I'm explaining. Now, it means at the long run, Mr. Abbott, let me know if you are doing this so that I can make you show on the screen, please. Now, it means at the long run, you have 20,000 naira on your third generation. Now, 20,000 naira, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abbott, that's great. So it means you have 20,000 naira multiplied by 27 people, that will give extra 540,000 naira. Now, 540,000 naira plus 180,000 plus 300,000 will give nothing less than 1,020,000. So let's take it again. So on the first three people, God bless you. So it means on the first three people, which is directly to you, that's your first generation, you have 100,000 naira each on them. God bless you. So that will give you a total of 300,000 somewhere. Now, on the 9 people under the 3 people, the system will give you 20,000. 20,000 naira times 9 will give 180,000. Thank you, Mr. Abbott. So it means you have 180,000. Mr. Abbott, try to write the summary figure somewhere. So first level, 300,000. Second level, second level, 180,000. Do you understand that now? Now, on your third level, the third level now will now be 3 people multiplied by 3. That's 9. 999. 999. Thank you. So 9 people now at this junction. Mr. Abbott, you are doing well. So 9 people multiplied by 3 now will give you 27 people. Now the system will also give you 20,000 naira each on this, or each of these 27 people. And that will give you 540,000. That will give you 540,000. So in summary now, 540,000, 540,000 plus 300,000 plus 180,000 will give you 1,020,000. Will give you 1,020,000. So what does it mean? It means from this 1,020,000, conveniently, that person who invested 370,000 can get 740,000. That is his money. Then the remaining money goes back into the system for support. Is that amazing? Is that amazing? So that means without selling product, in 3 months, the person gets his money back. Now, after getting his money, the system shuts down his investment package so that it can continue his normal business. But what if you want to continue to earn this 100,000? What happens? Then what the system can do for you is to give you the opportunity to renew your investment. And if you renew your investment, it means for everybody you register directly, you continue to collect 100,000 on them. So it means if you register 10 people, you collect 100,000 in 10 places. That's 1 million. If you register 20 people, you collect 100,000 in 20 places. That's 2 million. So it is as much as you can go now. They are not determining as much money as you can handle. But remember, this money is coming from DD Africa, the platform of the investment. Now, in your Neo Life business, what will now happen? Mr. Abbott, please try to open another page. Let's go to Neo Life platform now. How will this investment give you points in your life? Are you ready? How will this investment give you points in your life? How will this investment give you points in your life? So it means for you to have points in your life, this is what will happen. For every investor who invests 370,000, the system divides the money into two. So half of it is used to buy product. So it means each person who invests 370,000 will get product investments PV of 500 points each. So it means when you have your first 3 people, when you register yourself, you have your own 500 points. So Mr. Abel, draw the first circle yourself. You have your 500 PV. 500 PV. Please, everybody pay attention to this thing now. This is where the magic is now. Omo, this is where the magic is now. That is why nobody should be sleeping at this junction. Now, because you wanted to get your money back in DD Africa, what did you do? You went to look for 3 investors, Abi. So, oh yeah, Mr. Abel, draw 3 investors. By the time you got 3 investors, you got your money back. At least 300,000 came back to you. Now, what do you have in PV? Each of these investors will also have 500 points on them in your life. So Mr. Abel put 500 points. 500 PV. So what happened? It means the moment you have 3 people, the system generates 1,500 points for you. 1,500 PV for you. Now, by the time your 3 people now have their own 3 people, it means you have 9 people. And don't forget, each investment will give 500 PV. So what does it mean? 500 PV times 9. 500 PV times 9 will give you 4,500 PV. So what does it mean? It means in your second month, you become a director. So if in your first month you get 3 people, in your second month, your 3 people have 3 people, then you become a director with 4,500 points. As a director today, how much will New Life pay you? They will not pay you anything less than 150,000. This money now is different from your investment package. Can you see that you are now making more money than your investment package now? Investment package has given you double of your money. Now, New Life is also paying you. Is it not amazing? Now, what will now happen in the 3rd month? By the time the 9 people now have their own 3 people, then we have 81 people in the 3rd level. We have 27 people rather in the 3rd level. So imagine 500 points multiplied by 27 people. Mr. Abbott, are you there? Imagine 500 points now multiplied by 27 people. What do you have? That will give you 13,500 PV. 500 times 27. That will give you 13,500 PV. So with 13,500 PV, what are you? You are a Sapphire director. So it means in 3 months, you take your Sapphire step. Now, how did this happen? This happened because you are in an investment platform. You want to get your money back. And as you're pushing to get your money back, you're having 3 people registering your team. As your 3 people too are also pushing to get their money back, they're also having 3 people registering their team. And as their own 3 people are working to get their money back, they are getting 3 people under their team. So what does it mean? It means either consciously or unconsciously, your efforts to get your money back in the investment platform is getting you your sequence in your life. If you're a Sapphire director with 13,000 points in your life, New Life will not pay you less than 300,000 naira. New Life will not pay you less than 300,000 naira. New Life will not pay you less than 300,000 naira in 3 months. Now, at this junction now, shall I show you? What if you have more than 3 people? It means this PV will be more than this. Let's say you have 4 people directly. Let's say you have 5 people directly, and they are all multiplying to have their own 3 people at least. What happened? It means your sequence will be more than this. So what you achieve in your life can be more. It is as more as your craziness now. The more crazy you are, the more money you make. the more crazy you are now, the most angry, the more hungry you are now, the more money you can make. Now, on this platform now, let's now look at what will happen in third month. It means in the fourth month now, by the time 27 people have 3 people under them, and each of them have 500 points, 27 times 3 will give you 81 PV. 81 people. 81 multiplied by 500 points will give you 40,500 points. 40,000 points is nothing less than 40,000 points is nothing less than a 2 rupee business. And your life will not pay you less than 500,000 naira monthly. So it means by getting your money back in the investment, you are getting powerful business structure in your life. Is that not amazing? Is that not amazing? Is that not amazing? Can you now see? Tell me the truth. Between selling a product now and this, which one gives you better results? But this does not stop your selling. For those of you who have built customer base, even if you have to sell your product, the money, what will you use it to do? You use it to meet up personal needs, or you use it to push your point more, and you can get better results. So it means no matter what happens now, you can sit back now and you can make a list of people you know that have money that can invest, but their problem is they are scared because they don't know how to sell. And let them understand, they don't have to go to the street to sell before they succeed. You know, one logic we have here is the fact that we get PV by buying. We don't get PV by selling. So it means any method we can use to get the buying, you get the results. Am I making sense at all? Am I really making sense at all? Are you sure I'm making sense here? At this junction, am I making sense at all? I want to see the response from everybody. If I'm making sense, type it on the chat box. I want to see the response. Have I made any sense here at all? Have I made any sense here at all? Do you believe you can succeed now? Do you believe in 6 months you can be a 4 rupee director? Imagine if in 4 months you're already a 2 rupee. Should we do the next calculation? By the time 81 people now don't have their 3 people, 81 times 3, what do you have? 81 times 3, what do you have? That will give you 81 times 3. Let me find my calculator here. 81 times 3 will give you about 270 something people. That's 243 people. Now calculate 243 people multiplied by 500 points. What will you have? 243 people multiplied by 500. 500 multiplied by 243. That will give you 500 multiplied by 243. 243. 243. What would that give you? Multiply 2, 4, 3. That will give you nothing less than 121,000 points. Can you hear that? 121,500 points. So it means in 5 months, you will be a presidency member. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Their father, dear. In 6 months, you'll be a presidency member. At this junction, have I showed somebody something? If I've showed you something, anywhere you are, jump on your feet and say, I'm alive. If you know I've showed you something, jump on your feet and say, I'm alive. Now at this junction, sit down back. Sit down back. Now the question is this. It means there's something you need to do now in between you and your president team in the next 5 months. And that thing you need to do is to 1, believe you can do it. 2, believe in the system. I'm telling you what I know will work. I'm telling you what I know will work. I'm telling you. This is not a time for doubt. If you doubt anything now, you're a Thomas. If you doubt anything now, you look back, you become pillar of salt. I wish I had this system for the past 10 years I've been in this business. But you want to hear the truth. System upgrade based on experience. That's the truth. And that's why I count you lucky. Every one of you who are just joining the system now. I count you lucky that you have all it takes to become who you want to become. It's a matter of little time. You don't understand? And that's why whatever you need to do to get your investment, get it. And whatever you need to do to also get your own investor, get it. That's the logic. Get your investment, get your investor. Get your investment, get your investor. I have a lady in my team in Lagos who already have 3 investors on ground. 3 investors, they are on ground. You don't understand? So it means that lady already have 300,000 on ground, whether you like it or not. You don't understand? So in the recent, that's why I pity people who gave up. I pity people who gave up last week. I pity people who gave up 1 month ago. Why do they give up? You know, let me tell you something. People give up because they are not strong. People give up because they face challenge. And you know one thing, the same challenge you face is the same challenge I faced. It's the same challenge Mr. Abbott faced. It's the same challenge everybody faces. But there's something you don't know about challenge. There's something you don't know about challenge. Challenge is just like you are fighting boxing. Do you know boxers? You are fighting boxers. You're on a ring. You are fighting boxers against your opponent. Round 1 fight, there's no winner. Round 2 fight, there's no winner. Round 3 fight, there's no winner. You are fighting up to round 10. Do you know that as you are fighting, you are getting tired? Do you also know that as you are getting tired, your opponent too is also getting tired? The person who can endure to the end will be the winner, and the person who give up will be the loser. One thing you don't know is that no matter what you are facing, as you are getting tired, you don't understand, the enemy of your life, poverty too, is also getting tired. If you can just persevere and be the last man standing, then that's when you're a winner. Omo, at this junction, go out there and be who you want to be. Go out there and become who you want to become. Go out there and not nothing stop you. Because this year, this month, Shele must Shele. There are 160 people in this meeting. If all of you, 160 people, if 160 people now, go and get 3 people. 3 people to join your team now. Do you know what will happen? You don't understand. Go and get 3 investors to join your team. You don't understand. That will give you how many people? 160 times 3 people will give you 480 people. So 480 people multiplied by 500 pounds. What will happen? It means you guys will be celebrating. You'll be celebrating. You'll be celebrating a 1 diamond director or a 2 diamond director this month. And remember, if you are celebrating a 2 diamond director this month, many of you will become 3 ruby inside it. Many of you will become 4 ruby inside it. Many of you will become 2 ruby inside it. Many of you will become sapphire directors inside it. That's why they said, one of us cannot achieve what all of us will achieve. That's teamwork. All of us will achieve more than one of us. That's teamwork. So everybody go out there and do your bit. Get your people, build your structure. You don't understand? And make more. The most interesting part of it for me is the 100,000. If you know you need that money, say I need that money. If you know you need that money, let me see your hands up. Say I need that money. Say I need that money. I need the money. 100,000 per person. Do you know you can collect this every week? Imagine what you use the money to do if you are collecting it. Go out there and be the best. I think I've talked to someone now. I want to come to Kaduna after this month to come and celebrate the result of this meeting. And that's why I've recorded it. You don't understand? I will upgrade it. I will upload it on YouTube for you guys to keep seeing it. Play it for your team member. Let everybody see a repeat broadcast of this meeting over and over. And let everybody that is joining your team now catch the fire. Let everybody catch the groove. Let everybody understand what it takes. And let everybody know that we are a team of champions. This year, we want to shock New Life. If you agree with me, say shock them. This year, we want to shock New Life. You see this thing where they grant? The thing plenty. We want to shock New Life. And we're going to shock them. I believe in all of you. I believe in your leader. I believe in all of you. I believe in the leaders you guys out there. And I know together we can shock the world. Together we can create more millionaires. Together, we can make the world a happier and a healthier place. So go out there, everybody, once you believe in yourself, and do your own part in the mission. Thank you very much, and God bless you.